guys, my name's iRide Taz. That's Project Gilby, the budget bobber build. As you can see, he's getting pretty close to conclusion, but one of the more significant changes that I will make, changing gearing. So in this video I'm going to change the front sprocket, and hopefully in the next video I will change the back sprocket. And I've had a V-Star 250 before, or an XV250 before, and I changed the gearing from 1645 to 1738, and it was absolutely awesome. It made the bike far better cruising on the highway. It made first, second and third practical. You could made it feel like a real bike rather than a pizza delivery scooter. So even with the 17 on the front, it livens it up massively. So let's get to it. Let's change this sprocket out, guys. So there is a little bit to this, but it's pretty easy. And I wanted to purposely do this out in the driveway rather than in the shed with my equipment, just so that it could be shown that anyone can do this. There's no need to be scared tackling projects. In no way am I a mechanic. Self-taught over the years, messing about. Realistically, nothing's unfixable. So guys, with a bit of fiddling, we got the front sprocket installed, we got it all back together, and now we'll take it for a ride and just see what improvement there is to the use of the gears, first, second, third, its cruising ability. We'll just give it a rundown and sort of see if this is a worthwhile change to the performance of an XV250. Give me a moment to get my gear on at GAT. So g'day guys,
Just testing the 17-tooth front sprocket conversion on Gilby XV250, and already it's become really apparent through town that first, second and third are much longer, much more usable. XV250 has a very learner friendly gearing, which is not necessarily great for an experienced rider. Means you're probably only doing 30 km an hour and you're already in third. So to make the gearing taller, you tap into some of the ample torque of the 250. Admittedly, it loses a little bit of acceleration, but it's actually not quite as noticeable as what one would imagine. Each gear is longer, so you're shifting less frequently. You can hear the engine is working nowhere near as hard. It's not anywhere near its peak rev for cruising. And so that gives you a lot more cruisability in each gear. Also find yourself reaching for sixth, which the bike doesn't have, a lot less. Overtakes a heap easier. So the previous XV250 I did a sprocket conversion on. I went 17 front, 38 back, and it was probably a little bit too tall for the undulating riding roads I ride. So this time I'm planning on doing 17, 40 or 42. But I just wanted to do it in incremental steps so I could give you guys an idea of the benefit of each step. So actually, if you're short of funds, go for the 17 front. Because it already makes the bike far more usable. The front sprocket from JT through eBay was 35 bucks delivered. And to be honest, if you're going to do any modification to the XV250, this is the one that you should do. Everything else basically is just looks, cosmetic. This one just massively increases the rideability of the bike. bike is much more capable of keeping up with much larger cruisers. So it gives you the ability to ride with the pack rather than just being the hanger-on at the back. And obviously a gearing swap's not going to turn a 250 into a Harley Sportster or anything ridiculous, but bang for buck, by far and away this modification's the best one you can do for this bike. So just to put this all to the test, we'll go out onto the highway, 110 zone, prove that. So I'm in fifth, having accelerated uphill to 100. Just remember Gilby's hardtail, pretty easily sitting on 110. So as I said, guys, if you've got an XV250 and you do any modification to this bike, you have to change the gearing, make it taller, 17 front, even with a 45 tooth on the back, it's a much better bike. If you go something between 38 and 42 on the back, it'll get even better again. So guys, as I come into Latrobe to turn around and head some way back to Sheffield, my name's I Ride Taz. This is Gilby. This is Budget Bobber Build. And guys, I am out. See you next time.